Dear friends, welcome back. In this video, I'd like to go through one machine on the Vulnhub, which is USV 2017. This machine can give us very good opportunity to brush our skills in pen testing. Although this is not typical boot-to-loot machine, this is the CTF-like machine instead. Before we go ahead, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. You're greatly appreciated. So enough said, let's just get started. We can switch into the Linux VM. The first is to discover the IP address of the target. And we can use net discover to do this. As you can see, the IP address is 102. Next, we need to do the port scanning with a map. To save time, I've already done that earlier. As you can see, I used the options, the scene scan, version scan, default script scan, and also output the result into this file. The last option of all is the comprehensive scan or full range port scan. So from the map scanning, we can tell that the target has so many open port numbers. And we need to go through enumeration one by one. For example, the first one is 21, which is running FTP service, and also the version information. As I think if you have already done a lot of CTF-like machines, without B, the version 1.3.5 has monocopy vulnerability. However, I think this one maybe have, but at this moment, we didn't know. Monocopy, we need to know the absolute path of the website. If you want, you can try to use Metasploit to exploit this vulnerability. To save time, I will not do that because I have already failed by doing this exploitation with Metasploit. And the second one is 22, which is running SSH service, and also the version information. As we know, this version doesn't have any vulnerability. And the next one is 80, which is running HTTP service, and also the version information, although the map cannot retrieve the exact version number. Okay. And the next one is 43969. I don't think we can connect to this port number as usual. We can ignore this port number to save the time of this video. Similarly, this one and also this one, we do not need to take into these port numbers in detail. If you want, you can do it by yourself. For example, you can use browser or NetGet to connect to these port numbers. To save time of this video, I will not do that. And the next one is this one. Maybe it deserves our testing, and we can put the IP address of the target into the address bar. Press enter. The proxy is, I need to turn off the proxy and press enter. Okay, we got the bad request. Okay, so I think we have really got some better idea, the general idea what the available service running on the target. Next, we need to do more in terms of enumeration. Okay, so we can start from the default port number 80, and this is the find all the keys to set Kevin free. So maybe we can. So this one is not our actual IP address of target. So the possible name, the Kevin is possible name, user name. We can note it down in case we need such information afterwards. Okay. So also if you want, you can download this image to the Linux to find or to see whether there is some hidden message inside this picture. Also like metadata. However, I'd like to tell you nothing interesting or special we can get from the picture itself. To save time of this video, I will not go through this process again because I've already done that for many times. Okay, next we can check the source code, nothing there. And the next we can check whether this site has robots file. Yeah, we got the error. So next we can use Nigto. Press enter. Nigto, I always use Nigto to be the first tool to enumerate the web application automatically, because this can sometimes give us very important information, even the exploit for this web application software. This case, nothing like that we can get. Next, we can use GoBuster to do the directory enumeration. We can specify the URL. And as always, I'd like to use DearBuster word list, DearBuster directory, extension option. Press enter to see whether we can find some interesting directories or files on this port number. Okay, and then if we can, then we need to, take or go into these directories. In the meantime, to save time, we can do the manual enumeration further with another port number, running on another port number, right? Do you remember? Press enter. What's taking you so long to find the dummy keys? Yes, I think this machine will take us a bit long time to finish. And we can check the source code, nothing there. All right, and here, we need to check this case. For this machine, we need to check its certificate information, and we can go to collection and more information and view certificate. We can view certificate issued by the target, and we got the country and the province or city, Paris, and also this looks like MD5. This is exactly complying with the format of the flag. As you can see here, over here, there are 5 flags that should be discovered in the form of country name and MD5 hash. Okay, so we can note down this information, and so this should be the first flag, French. Okay, and now we can close down the certificate because I do not need it anymore. Yeah, we got the directory admin 2. We can take a look at this directory admin 2. Yeah, we got this one. This is the login panel, and we can try to use weak credential like admin, however incorrect, and then we can put the password. However, I cannot click. So from such behavior, we can guess that this validation is done in the front end or in the browser rather than back end, rather than server. To confirm this, we can set the proxy and use the Burp Suite to see whether if this validation is done in the front end and the Burp Suite cannot intercept this request. Okay. Proxy, turn on, and then we can refresh, and we can put admin login incorrect. However, intercept. The Burp Suite didn't intercept this request. So we need to find out which code is responsible for this validation. As we know, such validation is always done by the JavaScript code. If it's performant in the front end. Okay, so now we can open up the source code and we can copy this JavaScript code and we can use the, so which one? We can go to turn off. We can go to the beautifier of the JavaScript. We can click and we can paste in here and beautifying code. Then we can get, yeah, this is much easier to understand, right? So we can put it in here. We can save it to like a client.js. So if we save it into the file with JS extension, and the code will be colored, okay? So I think because this code has another layer of the obfuscation, as you know, the variable is very difficult to understand. So this is the variable, right? And this variable define the array, and this is the one type of the JavaScript, and this again is encoded. Of course, we can use like online converter to convert this code. This is the hex code, right, to the ACCRI, okay, which is much easier, or to text, okay. And this is the first variable, and then this is the second variable, the third, the fourth, and the fourth has a relationship with this one. Yeah, this one, the document means the root of the HTML document, and the first layer is the 3. So I think before we go ahead, we need to decode this array. I'd like to show you very easy way to do. We can launch Python. We can save or assign this value or this array to the v1 variable, and then we can print out. As you can see, all element in hex has been converted into the text automatically, like the value, the password, the forms. You know, the forms is the tag of the HTML. So I think what this code is doing, just locate the password, as you can see here, password field element, and then capture the input of the user or the password. Okay, so now, for example, this one, the index is 3. So 3, 1 starts from the index starts from the 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So this one forms, and the next is 2. Yeah, this one. I think you have really got an idea, right? So we have already know that what this line is doing, and then this is another variable, and this variable is created or generated from this value. We'll do the MD file, and of course we can put it assigned, and this variable is the most important. We'll do the concatenation. Very important in this case, because the password in here is the strings. So here, not at, is concatenation of the strings, of 2 strings. So concatulate this password, and this password should be the numbers, and concatenate to this number, and then, you know, deduct this number, and then multiply this number, and finally we can get the new variable. I cannot pronounce, you know, very difficult, very complicated variable name, And this one, I think we do not need to care about. And there is conditional statement. So if this one is equal to this one, and maybe the password is correct, if you want, you can decode all of them. And so now I think we need to do the reverse calculation, because this one we can copy and launch our calculator. For example, we can paste in here. We can, first of all, we need to divide this number. Yeah, this value. And then we need to add to, because here we do the operation conversely, right? So we can add this value, paste in here. And here, because here is doing concatenation, so we just remove these 4 digits, and this is the user inputted password. We can copy, and we can note it down here. Of course, we need to remove the comma, and we can try to submit this password. Login. Yeah, it's correct. So I think this should be the second flag, right? We can copy. So yeah, the second flag. Oh, not this one. So we can copy and put it in here. Let's go on. All right, I think also we can check source code. Nothing there. Although we have already logged in to the admin2 application with the password by calculating, calculating from the user inputted password, okay, or this one, okay. So I think this is a bit complicated or a bit difficult to understand, but I hope I have already explained it clearly. All right, so now I think we have already done. Yeah, this way is very good way, Of course, you can use the online converter to convert this hex to text. But, we can use Python. Just one step, one command. And such convert can be done very quickly. We can exit. So I think we have already done almost everything for the surface, which is running on the default port number. At least I think so. So next, I think we need to take a look at another surface, HTTP surface, which is running on another port number. And we can, so how to do? We can, we can check its source code. I do not want to miss any important information or message. And also we can check we can use Nigto. So we need to use HTTPS rather than weird. So what's the port number? Oh, sorry. Port number is wrong. Press enter. Even though maybe possibly you cannot get the first flag. Yeah, this one by viewing certificates of the browser. We can use browser to view the certificates. If you miss this step, also we can use Nigto. Just I mentioned again, Nigto is so powerful. And here, give us the SSL information. If you look at this output very carefully, very closely, you can notice this flag, right? And the Paris. And I don't think I can find anything else beyond this flag. Next, we can use GoBuster to do the directory enumeration. I'd like to autocomplete. Of course, very important, we need to put the K option not to validate the certificate issued by the server, okay, or by the target. Let's press enter. Yeah, immediately we got the first block, and we can review manually on this block. So this is the secret block. Not easy to find this one. So welcome. Be first. Yeah, no comment yet. And also impressions. Be the first. Yeah, here we got. I think the 3 or 5 or 4 posts. Only this one has comment. Do you remember? Earlier we discovered maybe the username is Kevin. So of course we need to take into it. And I keep a flag so we can copy this one. It means that the next flag should be living in the home directory of this user. All right. The Kevin. And now, as usual, we need to check it's not this one. We can go back. We need to check the source code. Yeah, very important. We can get to notice there is comment and download PHP. Of course, we need to access this directory. And we can put it at the end. Image parameter is empty. So just I said at the very beginning, although this is not a typical boot-to-root machine, it involves different types of the techniques which be used to exploit the web application vulnerability. For example, here, I think from so far we can know that this flag, the next flag, should have some connection to the local file inclusion vulnerability. You know, this makes sense, right? So we can, because they give us the error, image parameter is empty. No problem, we can make it not empty. We can access to password file. Even we got the same error. Not other error like this file is not found or any other type. We got the same error, image parameter is empty. So maybe we need to use Burp Suite to analyze the request to see what's going on exactly. Okay, so we can set the intercept option on. And we can refresh. Yeah, we got the request, and then we can send the request to repeater module. And then here we need to do some manipulation. Just now we use the get method, and although we have already specified the parameter, the query parameter, and also its value, however, we got the error, image parameter is empty. So maybe we need to change the method to post and put the request information to the body. Let me show you. We can change it to the post, apply changes, and also I'd like to remove and add it to the body. And we can try to access password file. And then we can send the request. As you can see, we successfully retrieved the content of the password file. Do you remember earlier we have from the block, we have learned that the Kevin has left the flag in the home directory, house directory. Okay, so I think it's so obvious that what we are going to do next, we need to access the flag home Kevin flag txt. Apply changes. We can send. We got another flag we can copy, and then we can, yeah, I'd like to interrupt it here. So this should be the third flag. Okay. Okay. So this is the third flag. We still need to get other two other flags. Okay. So how to do? Just now we have already found this port number has another directory, vault. So we can access this. Maybe I can turn off the proxy and access this directory. Press enter. Okay, of course, under this vault directory, so many subdirectories. Even each subdirectory has its own subdirectory. So many. I think this should be the clue left by the author. The interesting information should be living inside one or two files under the vault directory. So how to analyze or how to discover such a file? First of all, we can download all files onto our Kali Linux, and the utility I'd like to use is wget. And let me show you. Let me demonstrate this technique. We can use wget, and we can copy and also we need to put the R option, and then we need to put no, maybe I cannot remember its actual option, so we can use the help of utility. Yeah, no, this one we need to put this option. Because there's so many files which are required to download, and the download itself will cost a bit long time, maybe several minutes. To save time, I will not do that. I just show you the method, right? As you can see, I've already downloaded earlier, and this one you can neglect the IP address. We can go inside this directory and go to the vault directory. So many. So we need to find some special files. So how to do? I think the major, as we have already done so many machines, the major way to differentiate so many directories or files is size, right? So we can use the command du with option of, yeah, I'd like to use the current directory. So many. So I think I'd like to fit out this line. We can use the so many. So we can make another group. I think you know what I'm doing, right? Press enter. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put this option. So this output are not correct. As you can see, yeah, there's some directories caught our attention. So for example, this one, we can go to this directory. We can go to the door. And this one and 70. And this one we can download this cap file, and then we can use Wireshark to open up. And another interesting, it should be this one, 223, 223, and this lock you word list we can download, and then we can move downloads. As you can see now, oh, maybe I need to move CTF lock you to working directory. Oh. Okay, and then we can use Wireshark to open up. Okay, I think this is the Wi-Fi packets and the response, acknowledgement, plop response, acknowledgement. So maybe next we can use crack utility to crack the password. We can close down. We can use Wireshark, CTF, and the option W, the lock you. Or we need to unzip first. And then we can use the air crack CTF, press enter, and it starts the cracking because the password is complicated and the word list is a bit big, lock you. So this process will take a bit long time to finish. To save time of this video, I will not wait. I just give you the result. The password is this one. So now I think now we can, I'm not sure whether I've already pointed out there is a link on the blog directory. We can put admin tm6t2w login. As you can see, we got something, administration of my blog. We can manage, and also new post, log out. However, if you select all things with this page by pressing the key Control and A, as you can see here, at the bottom, we can notice there is another flag. We can copy. So why? Yeah, this is invisible because the font is white. If you want to know in more detail, we can open up the inspect and go to, I think, the font. As you can see, the color is the white. So we can get the next flag. Okay. So far, so good, right? Now I think we'll come to the most difficult part, or the most difficult flag. As you can see here, we can click not found. If we click all of links on the first column, we will get the same error, not found. However, if you click the edit, we can open up another, no error. So this one we allow us to edit the content. So from the pattern itself, we can guess that there is SQL injection vulnerability. To do that, we can copy, and then we can use the SQL map with option, and we can paste in here. Of course, we need to specify the cookie because this requires authentication. We can open up, inspect the storage. We can copy. We can paste in here. PHP sys ID. PHP sys ID. And now we can press enter to see, yeah, because the local machine or Kali Linux has cache, and so we will not go through the testing again. So as you know, this application is vulnerable to SQL injection vulnerability and has already identified the backend DBMS, which is MySQL. Next, what I want to get the database information. Only one database available on the target, so we can use uppercase D to specify the database name and tables. The 3 tables I want to retrieve or dump the table users, and we can dump. I want to dump all data. However, we got the error, right? We got the error. So maybe we can manually specify the SQL query statement. We can use. I think this is the first time I try to use this technique. Maybe you also can practice by yourself. We can put select. Of course, now we didn't get the column, so we need to do the dump again. So why not? I cannot retrieve the column information. So we can use the columns. As you can see, we got the column information, and then we can use the query. Sorry, SQL query. So manually we specify the query statement. So I want to get the select ID country, login, password from users table where ID is equal to 1. Press enter. Here we got the first one, got the username. Of course, I think in this case the password is useless. We have already know the password. I want to retrieve the second entry in this table. Yeah, as you can see, we got the country and also the MD5 hash. We can copy. Put it in here. So we successfully retrieved all flags. To be honest, the last one is the most difficult to find. Anyway, that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day.